Good morning. Rise and shine. Good morning. Rise and shine. Please wake up. I got something I want to tell y'all. Good morning. How you doing? I want to wake up and I want y'all to know something. I don't know if y'all waking up like I am. I don't know if y'all can't sleep like I can't. But today may be the end of the world for America. I don't know about y'all, but y'all better be going and watch these videos on YouTube on how to build a house underground, underground, off the grid. Have all your arms, all your ammunition, and be ready to go for everything that's about to happen. Today is going to be a very historical day in America, and people don't even know it. I hope y'all waking up with a real conscience. A lot of people don't pay me no attention, but I really want to talk to y'all this morning. I can't sleep. Yeah, it's Trump 2024, or I hate to see what's about to happen. A lot of people is finna die. A lot of people is finna go to jail. A lot of people it's finna get real chaotic. I'm telling you, man. I am a barber. I've been a barber for almost 30 years. And what I've been paying attention to and what I've been noticing in our economy and what's going on right now is that in America, a lot of people are suffering. A lot of people can't pay their bills. A lot of people can't buy gas. A lot of people, y'all need to wake up. It's early in the morning. If y'all sleep, I feel so sorry for y'all. That's why, most workers, worker bees, people who listen, people who take orders, they sleep right now. They dreaming. They dreaming. But people who gotta really make it happen with their own two hands and provide for their family and do things, you know, a little extra because they gotta survive in America, they up thinking right now. They stressing. They like, what the fuck? Man, this is some crazy ass shit. I've never seen this in my 48 years of living. Of all the things that's going on right now to this day, this shit right here getting out of hand, out of control. Shit is crazy. Man, I don't know what's about to happen. From this day forward, a lot of things is gonna be different. Do y'all know what's about to happen? How you doing? You say you scared? All over the world. How you doing, Miss Linda? I started out with a cooler audience. I don't know what happened. I had about 40 people in here. And I ain't said nothing messed up yet for a person to feel like what else I got to say is not worth listening to. But it's okay. For the few people who do got a eye and an ear to pay attention to what's about to happen right now, I just want to tell y'all, man, a lot of people don't really understand politics. A lot of people really don't understand American history. A lot of people don't know American history, you know what I mean? And it's cool. It's cool, but over time, history repeats itself. And we all find ourselves right back at square one. You know what I mean? How you doing? Push that like button. Show me some love. Hello, homie. Like, speak English. Jesus saves. Hello from Malaysia. I feel so sorry for the people that sleep right now. Because tomorrow night they might not be able to sleep. People don't never imagine a possibility of them waking up in a chaotic America. Like people are living chaotically all over the world right now. People in Gaza, they have nowhere to go. People in Lebanon have nowhere to go. People in Iran is being bombarded right now. They being bombed. Like, but hey, it's crazy though. We sitting over here in America like, don't nothing exist. It'll never happen over here. Man, what they about to do in America and what they've been doing, what people ain't been seeing and paying attention to, is that they showing us in our faces that democracy ain't real. Democracy never existed. It's just a word that they created to make people believe that the people choose our leaders. Man, and it's sad, man, because we've been hearing these conspiracy theories all our lives about the same people, the same families running this world, and you know, human population control and all this bullshit. You know what I mean? How many people understand what the fuck is going on right now? Like, I can talk, I can, I can be funny, I can act silly, I can talk stupid, I do that to deflect a lot of people that I don't, how do you say, want to talk to. You know what I mean? The people that I'm not trying to connect to, the people that I care less if they hear what I say that can help them change their lives and save their lives. I wouldn't give a damn if they get a piece of it or not. You know, this is for the intellects, the people who's smart, the people who's extraordinary. Them the type of people that I connect to. The weirdos, the people who don't fit in, because I don't fit in nowhere. I never have, and don't look like I never will. But it's okay. I can fit in my own world. You know what I mean? And be happy within it. And don't have to worry about a goddamn thing or nobody on the outside or inside. You know, one thing about life and everything that's in it, your family is what you create off the tip of your dick. Yeah. I don't know about the rest of y'all, but if it didn't come out your mama pussy or came off the tip of your daddy dick, it ain't family, it ain't blood, and you shouldn't fuck with it. But at the same time, man, people make their own decisions in life. People are programmed to adapt the system that America projects to them on the television. How you doing? When you're not a part of this world or when you're not a part of this life, you know what I mean? When you don't abide by the same rules that they abide by, When we outsiders, we outsiders, I tell people this shit all the time. To understand me, motherfucker, you gotta really be a rebellion. You gotta really be a renegade. You gotta really understand that I don't follow nobody, nigga. I cut my own goddamn trail. I walk through paths and I let motherfuckers follow me. I don't give a fuck how a motherfucker feel about it. Life is what you do and how you make it and how you dodge the bullshit that's created inside of it for you to stay down. You know what I mean? What's up, Chevy on 26s? Man, do you know what's going on right now, bro? This might be it, dog. This might be it. And I ain't gonna even lie, man. I had a good time having fun playing with these motherfuckers. But I don't want to play no more, man. I'm tired of this shit. Salute. I want to show y'all something, man. This is a video I've been watching, right? And I want y'all to Really pay attention because a lot of people need to be paying attention to this type of shit. This is how this man right here, he created an underground house, right? Look at this house. This man, he ain't used no electric tools. He used the goddamn axe, some hand saws, and he had one motherfucking chainsaw. And he built this house in the ground, off the grid. Oh, he done put detail in this motherfucker. This motherfucker done put detail in this motherfucker all the way around. He put a log goddamn. This motherfucking white boy used to watch MacGyver when he was a kid. He built this whole house MacGyver style. I look like he about to put a jacuzzi in front of this motherfucker. Anyway, I want to show y'all how long I've been watching this shit. Alright. It's 3 hours and 5 minutes long. I've been watching it for an hour and 50 minutes. But if we go on a recap, where we at right now? We're at 242.49. Okay. If we go on a recap, I'm serious. This white boy built this shit from nothing. And I watched him through the whole process. From the point he dug the hole out in the ground, fucking washed his ass in a goddamn stream about 5 or 6 times. Man, this white boy right here is very amazing, man. Motherfucker cut this whole goddamn. We gonna go all the way back to when he came to the hole and he started digging this shit out. Just how serious this white boy was. Watch this. This is some amazing shit. No, they gonna put me through an ad. I can feel it. I can feel it. Oh shit, I done fucked up my video. All right, y'all know how things go. Let me sit down. Let me collect some thoughts. I want to tell y'all something, man, while I got a couple people in here. All right, here we go. I don't know why my goddamn internet buffing. It would seem like it'd be playing perfectly when you're watching something. Man, it this by a bitch. I kicked out of YouTube. You know what? We're gonna get to the business. This is what I was just watching. telling you, man, I watched this shit all the way from he built this shit from scratch and dug the hole in the ground. I knew they were gonna run a commercial down my back. I knew they were gonna run a commercial down my back. See, this white boy, he went all the way to a mound and dug it out. With scrap wood. Y'all to watch this video. It's amazing. How to make an underground house. How to build a house underground from start. With nothing. All natural materials. All right, we're gonna get out of this. You wanna know why I wanna get out of this? Because I wanna talk about something. Ain't God good? You know, this was a video of mine 7 years ago when I was homeless inside of my RV, my little bitty RV. Well, I forgot all about this truck.
This is the way you go live?
I discovered how to go live on Instagram.
Can I talk? Mr. Sniper was first time live on Instagram. I'm gonna go live. Nigga, I'm gonna go live on Instagram. I ain't never been live on Instagram. I'm gonna go live on Instagram. Oh my God. I just discovered some new shit. I'm gonna see if I can get famous on Instagram. Famous. Facebook don't want to make me famous. Let me see if I can get famous on Instagram. I'm gonna go live. Start your live video. We'll notify your followers.
Boy, sometimes you never know how you discover something in life, man. For real, for real.
This might be it. I might be cooking on something. I'm gonna cook on something.
Yeah, I was drinking on coffee then, man.
Y'all ready?
I don't know where the hell I was stuck at. I was somewhere on the side of the road. Boy, I'm telling you, it's all about the journey, man. And sometimes you never know, man. I'm telling you, man, the journey be amazing, man. Y'all gotta, you see how God work, man. Like, I was homeless and I had like 3, 4 Obama phones. I was going live on Instagram, on Facebook. Like,
Hello. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing?
man, I ain't even realize I was talking to that person with the selfie stick holding on to the phone.
Hey, man, how you doing?
Like a little kid.
So how did things go?
Have you ever sat back and watched yourself?
Okay.
stage all year long with the Knott's 2025 season pass. Enjoy unlimited physical.
Man, YouTube ain't shit for that. They dropped a commercial on me watching my own video. What kind of shit is that? I don't want to go to Knott's Berry Farm. God damn it. Oh, boy, this is video 11 years ago. Yeah, life is real, man. When you know, we get mocked.
Stand back here for us, Wood, okay? Right back here. They got nothing on your hat, dude.
Deciding that the driver isn't a threat, the officer asks the passenger to exit the vehicle.
Hey, Carlos. Step out for me, cuz.
That's when the driver makes a strange decision.
Ain't got no weapons on you, do you think, Dave? Now, stand back there for me, Damon. Damon. Stand back there at the back of the car for me there, cuz.
Despite the officer's direct order, and against any semblance of good sense, the man hops into the car.
Damon!
Stand back there at the back of the car for me there, cuz.
I told you, I don't fuck with people that call me Damon. Didn't I tell y'all that? Damon. My name is Damon, motherfucker.
Although the officer is taken off guard, he quickly reels in the slack behind the fugitive.
Why I gotta be a fugitive? I was just trying to get away from the goddamn police.
Freeway traffic as he charges onto a busy highway. His trunk is flung open as he gasses the engine to breakneck speed.
You know why my trunk was flung open? You see how they cut the video? You see my back tire? It's smoking. Them motherfucking white folks were shooting at me. That's why my damn trunk was flung open. They shot my trunk open. Ain't that about a bitch?
And manages to maneuver the vehicle as it
Hauling ass. I'm trying to get away and save my life now. I'm like, what the hell?
The officer stays close behind, praying that this guy will wise up and hit the brakes.
Hell no. They shooting at me. Hell no.
Before he hits another driver.
That is not what happened.
It's not a question of whether this outlaw will crash.
No.
It's a question of when and where.
No.
Seconds later, the inevitable happens. And in the worst possible place. Luckily, no students are present when the Buick pinballs off a van and two trucks.
Shit had nothing to do with that.
On foot, this guy now faces a host of felony offenses. But the violations he committed today are only the tip of the iceberg.
Step out for me, Wood.
In addition to his missing tags,
I know when you got pulled over.
he had a suspended license.
Step out for me, cuz.
I did not have a suspended license.
Traffic citations, an extensive rap sheet of drug offenses.
I did not have an extensive rap sheet of drug offenses.
Carrying a concealed weapon.
And I did not,
He knew from the start that he was
and I didn't get caught with a concealed weapon either.
when this chase ended.
Man, you know what? You see how I wish it was somebody that can help me sue Fox for putting me on TV when I was a juvenile like this. I ain't got shit on me, white man.
Deciding that the driver isn't a threat, the officer asks the passenger to exit the vehicle.
Dumbass.
That's when the driver makes a strange decision.
Ain't got no weapons on you, Big Daddy. Stand back there for me, Damon. Damon. Stand back there at the back of the car for me there, cuz.
Despite the officer's direct order, and against any semblance of good sense, the man hops into the car.
Stand back there at the back of the car for me there, cuz.
Strickland bolts back to his cruiser as the passenger stands frozen in utter disbelief. Although the officer is taken off guard,
Yeah, this is me, Chevy on 26s. I'm a real stunt driver. This is the thing I hate about this video. They don't show the whole damn thing. Like, it's two things that happened in this video that they don't show. I did a goddamn Houdini maneuver between an 18-wheeler and 3 cars, and the police car behind me, they crashed. They didn't show that part. And they didn't show the part when the police was shooting at my ass. But they showed, they highlighted the good ends to make themselves look good. But they put me on national TV. I tell everybody, the reason why the police pull brothers and sisters over and they get on the intercom and they tell you to stick your hands out the car, take your keys out the ignition, and drop them out the car. This is the video, the training video that they sent to all the police stations all across the United States, using me for a goddamn training video on teaching the white police officers how to get niggas out the car. So I done made historic history. I tell people, man, back in the days, this is way back in, I think, 1997. This is 97. This was before the internet. See, if I'd have did this when the internet was out, man, I would be famous today. They'd be like, what you do, Snag, to be famous? I was on Cops. I was on police carriers, car chases. I was really on Cops. But y'all, they didn't, I didn't get famous for my street credit. They didn't give me no, and this was just like one little episode. Man, you know how many high-speed chases I done been in? I told you, I was in a high-speed chase with my mama. But a motherfucker don't believe me. That's some bullshit, though. That's okay. One day, I'm going to be able to tell my stories and get paid for it. I got to figure out a way. I got to sue these motherfuckers, though. Because honestly, man, every time I watch this video from the beginning, I don't like the way Fox, or I don't know who was over this show, projected me. And I was a kid, man. I was a kid.
Go ahead and stand back here for me, okay? Stand back here. Ain't got nothing on your hat, dude.
Deciding that the driver isn't a threat, the officer asks the passenger to exit the vehicle.
Hey, Carter. Step out for me, cuz.
That's when the driver makes a strange decision.
Ain't got no weapons on you, Big Daddy. Stand back there for me, Damon. Stand back there at the back of the car for me.
You see how politely I just got in my shit and smashed out on the
Despite the
ass.
officer's direct order, and against any semblance of good sense, the man hops into the car.
Fuck
Stand
y'all.
back there at the back of the car for me.
Fuck y'all.
Strickland bolts back to his cruiser as the passenger stands frozen in utter disbelief. Although the officer is taken off guard, he quickly reels in the slack behind the fugitive. The suspect barely misses freeway traffic as he charges onto a busy highway.
Man, I shot out in front of that motherfucker. See, this is the part when they were shooting at me right here. Right there, when they edited it, they bop, 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 bop. Motherfucker shot out my back tire, shot my trunk open and shit, knocked out my back windshield and shit.
But somehow the man manages to maneuver the vehicle as it quickly turns into a traveling scrap heap. The officer stays close behind, praying that this guy will wise up and hit the brakes before he hits another driver.
Man, I got driving skills, nigga. I was gone. I was gone on their ass.
Seconds later, the inevitable happened. And in the worst possible place. Luckily, no students are present when the Buick pinballs off a van and two trucks.
My motherfucker went straight in the
To
air.
escape on foot. This guy now.
Did y'all see me jump out that motherfucker? Oh man, I accidentally. I don't know what I was doing. You see, yeah. I you know, when I was a kid, I was real wild, man. My life wasn't shit. I tell people, man. But, you know, that's the beginning of my story. And it's the end of it. Like, I don't live that type of life no more, man. I try to tell y'all, man. But it's crazy, man, how life changed, man. How some people don't change, and then how some people, you know, do change. And some people just don't give a fuck. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's...
The smartest thing the BMF...
My God.
Where did no Mary go?
Oh, shit.
It's true that for most people, money doesn't grow on trees. For these black women I'm about to talk about, it might as well do. They are considered some of the richest in the world. They have so much money, they don't know how to spend it. Well, except buying $3 billion houses and mansions, I'm sure. From entertainment to sports, oil and gas, and even the modeling industry, these women are from different sectors, but they sure have one thing in common. They don't hold back when it comes to finding the perfect home. Join me as I take a look inside these lavish houses.
A large group of middle-aged and elderly men accused of playing a part in a drug trafficking ring based out of a South Memphis nightclub. Hello, I'm Stephanie Skurlock.
And I'm Greg Hurst. Shelby County deputies said the investigation turned over cash and cocaine, fentanyl, and guns. Our chief investigator, Jessica Kerr...
As long as there's fitting
is about to change the motorcycle world forever. He's just announced that Tesla is releasing a motorcycle, and he's not aiming to fit in. He's aiming to destroy the competition. For years, Elon has pushed the boundaries in cars, space, and technology, and now he's taking on motorcycles. He promises these will be faster, smarter, and greener than anything else on the road. No more noisy gas engines, no more pollution, just pure electric.
No, they always...
Do you fix roofs, move boxes, or light up the room? Google Local Services ads makes it easier for customers in your local...
But what exactly does Elon have in store for the motorcycle industry? And what features does Elon's bike all have? Part 1. The visionary behind the revolution. Elon Musk has never been one to shy away from a challenge. Whether it's launching rockets into space or building electric cars that outpace gasoline-powered ones, the man is driven by a vision of the future that seems to defy conventional boundaries. Now, he's eyeing a new frontier, the motorcycle industry. Imagine that, right? Elon Musk, the man who revolutionized
damn motorcycle
the
was that?
market, is about to do the same for motorcycles. And of course, he's not doing it quietly. In true Musk fashion, he's set on releasing a motorcycle that will destroy all competition. The electric vehicle, EV market, has come a long way, and we have to give credit where it's due. Tesla, under Musk's leadership, has been the torchbearer of this movement. From its humble beginnings, Tesla turned into a force to be reckoned with, creating not just electric cars, but electric cars people actually want to drive. And now, with motorcycles in his sights, Musk is ready to shake things up yet again. You might wonder, why motorcycles? After all, isn't Tesla doing just fine dominating the electric car world? Well, For Musk, it's never about just staying in one lane. The man thrives on innovation, and if there's a market ripe for disruption, you can bet he'll be the one leading the charge. Much like Tesla's early days, when everyone laughed off the idea of an electric car that could outperform gas-powered ones, Musk seems to be preparing for another "I told you so" moment, this time in the world of two-wheeled machines. Tesla's move into motorcycles is bold, but when you think about it, it's the natural next step. Just like they revolutionized the car industry with electric vehicles that not only look good but perform exceptionally well, Tesla could very well do the same for motorcycles. And let's face it, the motorcycle world could use a bit of a shake-up. For years, the market has been dominated by traditional internal combustion engine bikes from giants like Harley-Davidson, Yamaha, and Honda. Sure, these bikes have a legacy and a loyal following, but they're still relying on outdated technology, fossil fuels, combustion engines, and emissions that contribute to the very environmental problems Musk is trying to solve. What makes this even more exciting is that Tesla already has the infrastructure and technology to dominate this new space. When Tesla first launched the Roadster, it took the car world by storm. The Roadster was faster, more efficient, and way cooler than anyone expected from an electric car. The same thing could happen with motorcycles. Musk has hinted that Tesla's Model M motorcycle will not just be another electric alternative, but will surpass traditional bikes in terms of speed, performance, and innovation. And if Tesla's track record is any indication, this new motorcycle could be a game changer. Let's talk a bit about the design because, as we all know, Musk doesn't do things halfway. The concept for Tesla's motorcycle is nothing short of futuristic. Dubbed the Model M, this bike looks like something out of a science fiction movie. It's sleek, aerodynamic, and boasts curves that would make any motorcycle enthusiast do a double take. But it's not just about looks. The Model M is set to outpace traditional bikes in every way. With electric power, the Model M can offer instant torque, which means faster acceleration than anything running on gas. You know how Tesla cars are known for their insane 0 to 60 times? Well, the same principle applies here. Electric motors don't have the lag that internal combustion engines do, which means you're getting instant power as soon as you twist that throttle. And if you thought Tesla's cars were packed with tech, wait until you hear about the Model M's features. Musk has always described Tesla vehicles as computers on wheels, and the Model M is no exception. One of the standout features is the large top-down display mounted at the front of the motorcycle. This isn't just any display, it's a huge curved touchscreen that resembles the screen in Tesla's Model S. You can control everything from instrumentation and navigation to media and battery levels, all from this display. It even switches between day and night modes for better visibility depending on the lighting conditions. Think about that, riding a motorcycle with all the benefits of Tesla's cutting-edge technology right at your fingertips. But Musk didn't stop there. The Model M also includes rear-mounted cameras that replace traditional side mirrors. Instead of turning your head to check for cars behind you, you'll be able to see everything on 2 separate display panels. And in true Tesla fashion, these rear-view cameras come with anti-glare capabilities and dim based on lighting conditions. This is something you simply won't find on traditional motorcycles, and it shows how Musk is willing to rethink every aspect of motorcycle design to make the ride safer and more intuitive. Let's not forget about the foot pegs. In a move that seems straight out of a James Bond movie, the foot pegs on the Model M are retractable. When the key fob is nearby, the foot pegs will rotate out of their hiding spots, and when not in use, they'll retract seamlessly into the body of the bike. Even the turn signal lights are integrated into these foot pegs, which, while unconventional, makes total sense in Musk's world of sleek, minimalist design. Another feature that really stands out is the smart air suspension system. The Model M can automatically adjust its height based on the rider's needs. If you're cruising on the highway, the bike can lower itself to reduce wind resistance, giving you better performance. But that's not all. The suspension can also adjust its stiffness, making the ride more comfortable depending on road conditions. This level of customization and comfort is something we've come to expect from Tesla's cars, and now Musk is bringing it to motorcycles. The truth is, we don't have exact specs for the Model M yet, but if Tesla's previous vehicles are anything to go by, this bike will blow the competition out of the water, and that's precisely what Musk intends to do. Tesla doesn't just want to enter the motorcycle market, they want to dominate it. The demand for electric motorcycles is growing, and while companies like Harley-Davidson have already started producing electric bikes, None have the potential to scale the way Tesla does.
See how they really doing? Elon Musk revealing a $699 Tesla. And you get in there, ain't shit. They don't even know the exact design. Yeah.
Today, I explore one of the most isolated cities in America, a place like no other, where an entire community lives under one roof. Imagine a city where everything you need is in one building, but there's just one catch. When the clock strikes 11, the city goes into lockdown, sealing itself off from the outside world. Join me as I explore the unique life in this extraordinary city, where isolation and community blend in the most fascinating way.
The hell? What kind of city is that?
Vanessa Canvey, and I'm here with Eric McNeil on 200 acres of land. He's building a sustainable community with its own food and houses that are fully off-grid. I mean, this is what so many people have been asking for.
This is what I've been trying to do. This is one of the greatest ideas.
Thank you for joining me, and I'm glad I finally been able to get you to come out here. I know you've been having babies and traveling, so welcome.
Thank you.
Migrating Culture Crossing.
So what made you want to do this?
Well, actually, it started from my own life.
Mike will blow the competition out.
After the incident,
What's the first thing you will do if your investments fly sky high tomorrow and you hit the jackpot?
If you're thinking of selling your home soon, you don't want to miss out on this. Not only will I buy your house.
What's the first thing you will do if your investments fly sky high tomorrow and you hit the jackpot? Buy a brand new home? Or perhaps a car? Why not both? Here are the 10 most luxurious RVs that will make you feel as if you're traveling in a mega mansion. Integra Cornerstone. Picture yourself cruising down the open highway in the lap of luxury, commanding a rolling palace that rivals even the most opulent of homes. If this is your idea of the perfect RV experience, then the Integra Cornerstone might just be your dream come true. With a price tag of $926,439, it's certainly not for the faint of heart. But for those who demand the absolute best in RV living, this is a true gem. At first glance, the Cornerstone boasts an exterior design that exudes elegance and sophistication. The full body paint and graphics package turns heads wherever you go, but it's the interior that truly dazzles. Hand-laid porcelain tiled floors, villa heated and cooled leather seats with massage functions, and solid surface countertops are just the beginning. The Cornerstone pampers you with a select comfort Sleep Number king-size mattress, including cooktop and a Firefly multiplex system that puts complete control at your fingertips. But what truly sets Cornerstone apart is its attention to detail and insulation. The extensive insulation keeps the interior quiet and comfortable, even in extreme weather conditions. The Aqua Hot hydronic water and heating system provide in-floor heat through the couch, resulting in a cozy, inviting atmosphere that feels like home. Driving the Cornerstone is a dream, thanks to it. Thankfully, we have 9 more RVs to accommodate your needs. Concorde Centurion 1200. If you're in the market for an RV that's more than just a vehicle, but a statement of opulence and extravagance, then the Concorde Centurion 1200 might be your ticket to the high life on wheels. With a jaw-dropping price tag of $1.3 million, this German marvel isn't for the average schmuck. But it's a rolling palace that promises the kind of luxury only dreams are made of. First and foremost, the Centurion 1200 is built on the Mercedes-Benz heavy-duty Actros truck chassis. This alone speaks volumes about its quality and performance. Its exterior design is tough and imposing, quite different from the typical American RVs, but it exudes a sense of rugged elegance. It's a vehicle that commands respect on the road and turns heads wherever it goes. Brand name, it's the features and engineering that set it apart. It boasts a triple-axle Mercedes-Benz Actros 2542 chassis with full air suspension, a 6-cylinder 12.8-liter engine with 420 horsepower and 2,100 Newton-meters of torque, and a 12-speed Mercedes PowerShift transmission. This RV means business when it comes to performance. One of the most unique features is its ability to carry an additional vehicle in its rear garage. Imagine having your Mercedes SL Roadster, Porsche 911, or Mini Cooper tucked away in your RV. It's like having a transportation option beyond the massive tour bus, especially when you want to explore winding, scenic roads. Inside the Centurion 1200, you'll find a world of luxury and convenience. The living quarters are fully customizable to suit your preferences, with options like touchscreen controlled induction cooktops, a 190-liter refrigerator, dishwasher, LED TV with satellite, Bose audio system, washer-dryer, leather upholstery, real wood veneers, and microprocessor-controlled ambient lighting. It can comfortably accommodate 4 to 6 people, ensuring that you can bring family and friends along for the ride. While the Centurion 1200 may not be for everyone, for those who can afford it, it's the epitome of luxury. And while you can count yourself lucky if you have one of these masterpieces, don't jump right in to buy it just now. We have a whole array of marvelous RVs ahead. Newmar King Air. If there is something on my list when
King Air. This is a nicer
that's
one.
undoubtedly the 2023 or 2024, depending on when this happens, Newmar King Air. With a starting price of $1.5 million, this rolling palace isn't just an RV. It's a testament to opulence on wheels. What sets the King Air apart is its focus on the whole experience. It's not merely about fancy features, it's about using quality materials and creating an unparalleled ownership journey. It's like comparing a Ford Focus to a Lincoln. Both are good cars, but the Lincoln offers a level of service and experience that's on another level. From the moment you step inside, the King Air dazzles with Italian leather upholstery that covers nearly everything, even the instrument panel. The cockpit seats are a tech lover's dream, with remote control. For your valuables. Technology and safety are paramount in the King Air. A Rand McNally navigation system plans routes with your rig's size in mind, and the rig is loaded with safety tech, including adaptive cruise control and blind spot monitoring. If you drift from your lane, your seat vibrates to alert you. But what about the outside? Stainless steel wet bays, power-operated dump valves, and push-button tank valves demonstrate attention to detail. Even the plumbing fixtures are high-end Hansgrohe faucets. The King Air boasts an aura of quality, from the appliances to the materials used throughout. It's not just an RV, it's an experience, an adventure, and the ultimate. The Vulcanomobile Performance S, a rolling palace of opulence on wheels, redefining the idea of traveling in style. If you have a spare $2.1 million lying around and a pawn shop for the finer things in life, this motorhome might just be your ticket to the most extravagant road trips imaginable. Let's start with the showstopper, a hidden garage that can stow your supercar. Yes, you heard that right. The Performance S boasts an underbelly garage that's spacious enough to accommodate a Bugatti Chiron, among other high-performance vehicles. With the push of a button, your prized sports car slides out from beneath the motorhome, ready to hit the open road as soon as you've set up camp. It's the ultimate fusion of luxury and speed. Inside, you'll find an interior that oozes extravagance. The customizable design lets you tailor every inch to your liking, with options for real wood accents, marble countertops, and more. The cabin is awash in brilliant white upholstery that exudes an upscale vibe, creating an atmosphere fit for royalty. The master bedroom, roomy shower, and top-of-the-line Burmester audio system adds to the lavish experience.
Hell no.
The kitchen is a chef's dream, equipped with an induction stove, microwave oven, standard oven, dishwasher, and even an espresso machine. Wine
That ain't worth $2 million. What y'all think?
From a hidden garage, the Vulcanomobile Performance S promises the ultimate in luxury and adventure. So, if you've got a couple of million to spare and a need for speed, why not hit the road in style and indulge in the journey of a lifetime? Or, if you're a perfectionist and you still want to In the world of motorhomes, one name stands out as the epitome of luxury and innovation. Newell Coach Corporation. Their latest creation, the Newell Coach P50, takes opulence on the road to an entirely new level, and it comes with a price tag of $2.45 million. If that price tag seems a bit steep, worry not. What you get is worth tenfold. First and foremost, the Newell Coach P50 is a masterpiece of customization. No two P50s are alike, because each one is meticulously tailored to the customer's preferences. Buyers spend days working with Newell's design team to create their dream motorhome. From floor plans to furniture, appliances to fixtures, every detail is considered. Even the exterior design, with its sleek lines and LED accents, can be personalized to the owner's taste. But what truly sets the P50 apart is its craftsmanship. Unlike other motorhomes that use commercial bus shells or pre-built chassis, Newell custom builds each chassis from the ground up. This level of precision allows for unique features like varying fuel tank sizes, underfloor bay dimensions, and holding tank configurations. Inside, the P50 is a luxurious oasis. The interior is adorned with exotic wood patterns, fabrics, natural stones, and solid surface materials. The spacious living area features heated and cooled seats that can rotate 360 degrees.
It's not worth no $2 million, 2.45.
The Newell Coach P50 is genuinely a masterpiece that combines craftsmanship, customization, with their The Heat model. Anderson Mobile, The Heat. Traveling in style has reached a whole new level with Anderson Mobile Estate's extravagant creation, The Heat RV. A rolling masterpiece that delivers a 5-star luxury hotel experience on wheels. Priced at $2.5 million, this RV is not your average road trip companion. It's a mobile mansion that caters to the needs and desires of rich executives and high-maintenance celebrities. The Heat is a 2-story mansion on wheels designed to redefine the meaning of luxury travel. With conference rooms, 24-hour video surveillance, and big screen TVs, it's a home away from home. But it's the interior that truly steals the show. Crafted with the world's finest materials, including leather, oak wood, and marble, the RV exudes opulence in every corner. The full-size residential kitchen.
You should be able to buy this now for about $500,000. This is like 10 years old.
Implemented by panoramic windows, offering breathtaking views of the outdoors. The RV's spacious living area features heated and cooled seats that can swivel 360 degrees, creating a cozy, relaxing environment. Multiple flat-screen TVs are strategically placed throughout the RV for those who prefer entertainment. And when you need some rest, the master bedroom offers a luxurious sanctuary. What sets the Heat apart is its expandable living spaces, giving occupants a whopping 1,200 square feet of room to roam. The interior boasts soft-touch leather, marble finishes, and oak wood, creating an ambience of pure indulgence. While this level of luxury might not be affordable for most, renting the Heat is an eccentric move that promises an unforgettable experience. From the state-of-the-art technology to the lavish amenities, the RV is worth every penny for those seeking the pinnacle of travel luxury. Well, the pinnacle is a bit far-fetched, as it's only at the bottom of the top 5 most luxury RVs. But still, can you imagine what's coming up next? Featherlight Vanterre Saint Germain. Are you set up to keep your home? Don't be too hasty answering that. Once you set your eyes on the glorious Featherlight Vanterre Saint Germain, priced at a cool $2.5 million. This luxurious motor coach is not just a mode of transportation, it's a rolling work of art, designed to redefine the very notion of travel. From the moment you step inside the Featherlight Vanter Saint-Germain, you're transported into a realm of sheer luxury. The interior is a masterpiece in itself, boasting exquisite craftsmanship and materials that rival the grandest of estates. Soft leather upholstery, rare wood accents, and opulent marble finishes envelop you in a cocoon of comfort and style. Every inch of this motor coach exudes elegance.
What's up, Gabe?
With a spa-like shower.
It's early in the morning for this shit.
Why would you need a regular hooligan? But what truly sets the Featherlight Vanter Saint-Germain apart is its attention to detail. The motor coach is equipped with the latest technology, including smart automation that allows you to control everything from lighting to climate with a touch of a button. Multiple flat-screen TVs, a state-of-the-art sound system, and a fireplace add to the extravagance. As you hit the road, you'll appreciate the smooth ride provided by the custom-built chassis and advanced suspension system, ensuring that your journey is as comfortable as it is luxurious. While the Featherlight Vanter Saint-Germain may come with a hefty price tag, it's not just a mode of transport, it's a lifestyle. It's the epitome of luxury, a rolling palace that allows you to explore the world in style and comfort. Yet, it still is not in the top 3 most luxurious RVs in the world. What comes next will simply blow your mind. Marathon Coach 1332. For most of us, the rock and roll lifestyle is something we can only dream of. But there's one aspect of that glamorous world which has us all secretly yearning for the spotlight. The luxury of a marathon coach. These remarkable motor coaches, built on the reliable Prevost platform, are the epitome of opulence on wheels. If you've ever wondered what it's like to tour the country in style, visiting adoring fans in city after city, Marathon Coach number 1332 is here to make those dreams come true, provided you've got a cool $2.8 million to spare. The Marathon Coach 1332 is not your typical RV. In fact, there's no typical Marathon RV because each one is custom built to cater to the desires and preferences of its owner. These rolling palaces are more than just vehicles. They are mobile mansions designed for the discerning few who seek nothing but the best. The price difference between a standard travel trailer and a marathon coach is like comparing a modest suburban home to a mansion in Beverly Hills. It's not even in the same league. So, what do you get for your millions besides turning every head in the campground? For starters, you won't open doors by hand like mortals. No. You'll simply push a button and an air-powered system will glide the doors open, revealing the luxurious bunks hidden behind them. Each bunk comes with its overhead console for your tablet, ensuring you stay entertained in style. But what if you're not traveling with the grandkids and don't need the bunks? No worries. Another button push and the top bunk lowers, transforming the space into a lavish wardrobe. It's a well-thought-out arrangement that maximizes every inch of this luxurious coach. Lead engineer Jay Graham takes pride in the innovative features, like a folding bed that allows you to sit upright while watching the bedroom TV and create space for larger cabinets in the bedroom. Even the pocket doors are extreme, with the 2021 models featuring an improved air-powered arrangement that's smoother and quieter. The living space in a marathon coach is designed to be a focal point. The front parlor is spacious and bathed in natural light, thanks to large windows. It's a comfortable and elegant space that's perfect for relaxation and entertainment. The AV system is top-notch, and the lighting and blinds...
We want to see what the top two is, huh? But that motherfucker, how much?
$1,000 on top. I mean,
how much is it?
And if you're a god, why would you sacrifice some extraordinary features just because you have to pay like $100,000 on top? I mean, the marathon is fine and all, but it's not a 4-travel Prevost, right? 4-travel Prevost H345 ESS. When it comes to luxury motor coaches, 4Travel has earned a reputation for being the foremost in luxury motor coaches. Their latest masterpiece, the Prevost H345 Emperor Sauna Suite, takes opulence on wheels to a whole new level. With a price tag of $2.9 million, this rolling palace is not for the faint of heart, but for those who demand the ultimate in excellence. The foundation of this luxury coach is the magnificent Prevost chassis and shell, reserved for only a select few motor coaches each year. 4Travel, known for its meticulous design and quality, has taken this exceptional base and transformed it into a mobile paradise. The interior of the 45 ESS is simply mind-blowing. It boasts a lavish spec list that seems almost endless. 5 televisions are scattered throughout the coach, including a curved 55-degree 4K cinematic experience TV. The living area features a multicolored decorative ceiling lighting package that lets you set the mood. An 18-inch Amanti fireplace for a welcoming ambiance, and a mural digital art display, with access to over 10,000 works of art from around the world. You can even upload your own photos for a personalized touch. The master bathroom is where things really heat up. Literally. It features a sauna with digital controls for glass frosting, water or steam settings, temperature, and the sound system. The Kohler DTV Plus system includes an overhead rain shower and body sprayer, making it your private spa retreat. The kitchen is equipped with top-of-the-line appliances, including an LG Signature Series washer and dryer, a Fisher & Paykel refrigerator, a microwave, and an EdgeStar ice maker. The floors are heated, and the EcoSmart filtration tanks ensure top water quality. With amenities like air-actuated pocket doors, a Vega Touch coach control system, and a built-in exterior TV, this motor coach leaves nothing to be desired. It even includes features like heated floors, power cargo trays, and an integrated high-pressure coach wash. What more can you want? Perhaps another floor of such opulence may improve the setting a bit. Marchi Element Palazzo Superior. If you've ever daydreamed about living in a mansion on wheels, your fantasies might just come true with the Marchi Element Palazzo Superior. This extraordinary recreational vehicle, RV, is anything but subtle. With its outlandish design and jaw-dropping features, priced at a staggering $3 million. It's a testament to luxury on the move. At first glance, the Element Palazzo Superior looks like something straight out of a sci-fi movie. Its 2-story appearance, giant bug-eyed windshield, and elevated cockpit create an unparalleled driving experience. Inspired by helicopters, the cockpit offers a 180-degree view, making it feel like you're in a 4D cinema. Beneath its unique exterior, this RV is a technological marvel. It's built with carbon fiber, making it lightweight and aerodynamic. The design incorporates elements from motorsports, aviation, and yachting, resulting in a vehicle that's truly one of a kind. Inside Inside the Palazzo Superior, you'll find a world of luxury. The interior boasts a spacious living room with a wraparound sofa, a 42-inch LED screen TV, and even a bar cabinet and wine fridge. The floor plan is designed for both hosting friends and maintaining your private space. The primary bedroom is fit for royalty, featuring a king-sized bed made by the same company that supplies mattresses to the British royal family. A spa-like bathroom with a rain shower and light therapy adds to the opulence. But the pièce de résistance is the Sky Lounge, a rooftop terrace that emerges from the RV's roof via an automatic lift system. It's equipped with built-in furniture, a Steinway and Lingdorf sound system, radiant floor heating, and a sun canopy, creating the perfect spot for entertaining while enjoying panoramic views. With its customizability, the Palazzo Superior caters to various purposes and tastes, attracting high-net-worth individuals, passionate collectors, and those seeking something truly unique on the road. While it may not be the most practical choice for everyone, the Marchi Element Palazzo Superior stands as a symbol of luxury, innovation, and the limitless possibilities of life on wheels. It's a genuine, ultra-luxurious mansion on wheels. Don't believe me? Just check out the 10 most expensive mansions in the world, and we will talk again.
Terrion Thomas, known as Mr. Prada to his millions of followers, was a recognizable figure online. Both loved and hated. Often mocked for his shameless content stealing, he has also been celebrated for his comedic and relatable videos. Having built a reputation of notoriety based on his own image, when he found himself on the run from law enforcement, it did not take long to identify him. Was it shocking that this familiar face was wanted for murder? Or had Prada been raising red flags for months, declaring to anyone who was paying attention that something was very...
Bring in pollster Justin Wallen. Justin, good morning to you. So we have bring in pollster Justin Wallen. Justin, good morning to you. So we had a change of candidate on one side, 2 assassination attempts on the other, and it all comes down to today. The polls show that this is just too close to call. But you say there are some indicators that you're looking out for that could be a sign of things to come. So what are those?
Yeah, so when the polls, of course, which are the closest thing we have to a good indicator of what's going to happen, when they're this close, we have to look elsewhere. So there's a degree of accuracy with these items, but they are telling. A couple of them are, first and foremost, there has been a wave in early voting from Republicans. This is unprecedented. It really has never happened before. I'm a California guy. We have early voting for a long, long time. The reality is Republicans just don't vote early, and they have. And in certain states, they've actually eclipsed Democratic voters. What's interesting to see here is that just going to be a full cannibalization of later voting trends, in which case it all nets out, basically zero. Or does this mean Republicans are actually more amped up, more energized? We're going to have to see how that plans out because we've never seen it before. The other two components, which I think are really, really telling, is we're starting to see, and we have seen, a significant weakening in certain demographics for the Harris campaign in favor of Trump. One of them is black men, which has gotten a lot of press, I think reasonably so. The other, which is, I think, potentially more powerful across the board simply because the size of the shift in the demographic trend is amongst Latinos. And we're seeing a dramatic shift amongst Latinos who are less likely to vote for Harris, not to the point of majority, But these are iterative changes, and iterative changes win elections like this that are so tight.
Yeah, really great specifics there. Let's drill down even further. You mentioned Republicans. I want to drill down now to the early vote amongst Democrats in Pennsylvania. Our colleague Kayleigh McEnany had some math that says Trump's in a good position. Listen to this.
Donald Trump, there's no doubt, is in the best position he has ever been in. When you look at polls, he has a lead in 5 of the 7 battleground states, according to the Real Clear Politics average, all within the margin of error. Nate Cohn has affirmatively come out and said we have every reason to believe that the polling bias against Trump has not been corrected over the last 4 years. And then when I look at the early vote, I just checked the new returns out of Pennsylvania. 412,000 is what the Democrats have now. Most analysts say they would needed 415,000 to feel close, 420,000 to be comfortable. They are short of that.
Justin, what is your assessment of her math right there, specifically early Democrat vote in Pennsylvania?
I think she's right. That's exactly what we're looking towards in those early votes and those early numbers and those trends. I think that's one of the key indicators that suggests this may very well go towards Trump. And again, as Nate had mentioned and others mentioned, even at our very best, we are guessing here, but that's the world we live in. We world of uncertainty. We have to guess. And if it were my guess, I'd say that he wins the Electoral College.
Do you think we'll know who the next president is going to be by tonight? And if not, when?
That's a terrific question. I suspect so because of the rate of counting in those key races, which was mentioned earlier in this program, tends to be very quick. The challenge here is because we're at such a razor-thin margin, if those races are within 0.5%, it automatically triggers a recall. That's the point at which we won't know. So unfortunately, even that I can't say with certainty.
Should Republicans worry that their early vote success will cannibalize Election Day voting today?
Absolutely. That's the big question. And this is what makes this election so very, very interesting. There are trends that are occurring now that we've never seen before. So when we see this massive explosion, and it really is unprecedented, Republicans voting early, does that mean that that's going to be a net increase of Republicans voting this cycle, which I suspect it will? Or does that simply mean, actually, it's a cannibalization and the proportions are the same, it's just when they're voting? We just don't know. There's no way to tell because it's never happened before.
Okay, well, there could be even more to celebrate or mourn, depending on the way things shake up. But we're not just looking at the presidential race, of course, the balance of power in Congress with the House and Senate is also up for grabs. When it comes to the Senate, Democrats are vulnerable in New Hampshire, West Virginia, and Montana. So let's start with the Senate races and what you're watching out for there.
Yeah, those are the 2 races that I actually think are most likely to go towards Republicans. And as was mentioned earlier, if Trump wins the White House, Republicans really only need to win 1 race to take control of the Senate. If he loses, they need to take 2. West Virginia, I think, is the least questionable. I think that's very, very likely to go Republican. I think they have that one largely in the bag. Montana is more of a question. It's a toss-up. But I feel that's the most likely of all these different Senate races that are toss-ups to go towards Republicans. I think those are the 2 races that actually matter the most on the GOP side, and I think they're likely to go Republican, and Republicans are likely to take the Senate.
Okay, and really quickly, when it comes to the House, obviously Republicans have a very slim majority. Nobody knows that better than House Speaker Mike Johnson, who has traveled to 243 cities in 40 states campaigning. So what will the outcome of the House be when all said and done?
Very, very, very difficult to tell. Much more difficult to tell than the Senate. I do think Republicans will retain control, mainly because I think those blue states, New York and California, where there's some hotly contested races, I actually think those will retain their GOP seats. And we're going to pick up 1 seat. The Republicans will pick up 1 seat in Southern California, Katie Porter's old district. I think that's very likely to turn Republican. I do think it'll be slim, but I think Republicans will retain control of the House.
It's a real interesting prediction because Katie Porter, remember, she ran for Senate as a Democrat. The fact that her seat could go Republican is interesting. Justin Wallen, way to get us kicked off here today. We appreciate it.
I'm Steve Goosey. I'm Brian Kilney.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.
We've got another 2 billion people projected to join us on the planet over the next 30 years. We haven't worked out how to house those people yet. Tackle the problem and find a solution.
Good morning from London. I'm Anna Edwards alongside Guy Johnson and Chrissy Gupta. We're an hour away from the opening trade. Here's what you need to know. It's Election Day, USA, following one of the most dramatic presidential campaigns in US history. Kamala Harris and Donald Trump have been making their last-minute pitches to swing voters in Pennsylvania and in Michigan. The dollar steadies, with traders bracing for volatility from a tight election result. Asian stocks climb after China's services activity grows more than expected. Plus, Boeing workers vote to accept a new wage deal and end a crippling strike, clearing the way for the plane maker to resume manufacturing.
In the meantime, quick check on these markets here. When you're looking at the futures picture, not much to see, but it feels like that calm, that eerie calm we're seeing in the markets is the story, perhaps preparing for some of that volatility we're expecting throughout the end of the week. Eurostoxx 50 futures flat, FTSE 100 down by 0.1%. We're looking at a 10-year that's at 4.29 right now, and a dollar that is a little bit weaker this morning, perhaps in retaliation to what you're seeing, or a continuation, I should say, to what you're seeing in yesterday's session. 710 against the yuan. The countdown to the opening trade starts right now.
Tuesday, the 5th of November. It is finally here. The Americans are voting in person across the country. Are we going to see fireworks, Chrissy? This is the key question today. Are we going to see fireworks? How is this one going to play out? It feels incredibly tight. The world is holding its breath.
It's election day in America, and both candidates are campaigning until the very last minute. You are seeing that even right now. Donald Trump making comments in Grand Rapids, Michigan. I mean, this is enormous here because the whole world, dare I say it, could change in
very late.
24 hours. Very late. It's like, I think it's 2 a.m. or it must be 1 a.m. I guess in Michigan Central Time. But look, I think this is crucial here because they really are, and I think it shouldn't be missed. Campaign to last minute in some of those swing states. Michigan, of course, being a crucial one up there. Very determined by the auto story, similar to one that we see here in Europe as well. This idea that a lot of the labor community there that has, by the way, the auto unions have largely endorsed Kamala Harris. Trump still trying to make inroads with that community.
Yes, we see both of them going back to places that seem to matter to them and make a difference to them, have some sort of sentimental meaning through the campaign, both Trump and Harris, then campaigning right down to the final moments. In terms of what this means for markets, the Markets Live team have been doing a pulse survey. It tells us things that we might have expected about what a Trump win would mean. Investors are expecting that would be positive initially for stocks and for Bitcoin. Gridlock would be the best result for stocks, according to that survey, which does fit with some of the conversations that we've been having with investors.
There's various permutations, isn't there? So you've got a red sweep. What does that mean for stocks? What does that mean for the bond market? What does it mean for the dollar? You've got a Trump win with gridlock. Is that the best outcome for all assets cumulatively? Then you've got a Harris win with gridlock. The various permutations, and it's really hard to tell at this point in time which asset's going to move and how they're going to move. How does gold move? How does the dollar move? What does the equity market do? It's going to be fascinating. I think we're going to see various gyrations over the next 24, 48 hours.
Various gyrations and various time periods here because we get results as early as Wednesday afternoon or as late as this weekend. And that kind of volatility that we're expecting to see in between as the results start to come in. We showed some of the swing states that we're keeping an eye on. Everyone's on a nice.
And Mark Cudmore of the Markets Live blog saying to us yesterday that the feeling in Asia, they might know enough by early hour time here in Europe tomorrow to start placing bets. That's not to say final results will have been revealed, but they might know enough. We'll be looking for all those clues.
I want to go to the far side of America. I want to go to what is happening in the Pacific Northwest. Boeing, its workers have now accepted a deal that has been put forward by the company. A 38% pay increase over 4 years is the deal that's been put on the table and accepted. A couple of things to say here, I think. One of which is only 59% of workers voted for the deal, which is interesting because in some ways, culturally, this company needs to have its workers on board with the idea that it's going to go forward from here, and it needs to get the culture right from here. So are all workers on board? 60% roughly are, 40% potentially aren't. The other thing is, it's going to take a long time to restart. So not only is it going to take a long time to restart the Boeing plants, then this whole supply chain issue. The supply chain has been hit really hard by this strike. It's going to take a long time to spin that back up again, and that can take months to get going again.
And that's only the first order of business, which of course is really important, but then that just takes us back to kind of where we started with all the culture change and the other big change projects that need to happen at that business to make it fit for the industry it operates in.
That's why the kind of the vote is really important, I think. everybody needs to be on board with this. Everybody needs to be pulling in the same direction. Is everybody happy with this deal?
Yeah.
I just wonder, looking at the vote count.
Well, I think we should just remind our international audience that this is a contract that has a 38% wage increase.
Yep.
It's the largest wage increase in all of the labor negotiations happening with some of the major corporates in the United States. And to your point, that 59% vote, but a 38% wage increase at a time when we're still kind of talking about that battle of inflation and a potential tick higher and going into next year when it comes to those numbers, this could show up in that.
It could. It's going to be, I think it will definitely show up in the data, and that's going to be really interesting as well to watch. Talking of data, China.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go to the China story because we had services data out that's come in ahead of expectations. So this is the Caixin measure, so not the sort of official measure of the Chinese economy, but one that many economists do watch. It's coming at 52. Remember, 50 being the line that dictates expansion. So 52, it's in expansion territory, and the estimate was only 50.5. And some economists are pointing to this as early evidence that at least in terms of enough sentiment to get people out spending, there has been some impact from some of the policy changes we saw announced by Beijing. For example, one economist citing the replacement initiative, you get help replacing appliances, for example. Does this mean that they managed to meet their 5% growth target? Well, economists do seem to be on board with that. But the crucial thing hanging over China and the growth story there has to be the tariffs, and linking back to where we started, the US election, 60% tariff on Chinese exports. That would be a game changer.
So I think you saw some of this yesterday. So today you've seen equity markets rallying quite strongly in China, but there was a hint of it towards the back end of the session yesterday. We did see a rally begin, and I wonder whether that was an indication maybe that actually this rally is based on the idea that Harris is doing better than Trump, and actually it's a combination today of the Harris-Trump story, plus also the data that we're getting out of China, plus also the stronger line from the government.
And you're actually seeing that show up in dollar yuan, for example. Is that the data, or is that to your point, the election odds that are showing up in the currency picture? But you are starting to see strength in the Chinese yuan, of course, as we await the NPC throughout the rest of the week.
Absolutely. So with all of that in mind, let's get an update from Bloomberg's chief North Asia correspondent, Stephen Engel, who is at the China International Import Expo in Shanghai. So tariffs, I'm sure, certainly very much in focus there as you talk about imports and exports, Stephen. So what are the latest lines coming out from the NPC meeting? Let's start there.
Yeah, the NPC Standing Committee is meeting behind closed doors starting yesterday through Friday. We're expecting some sort of announcement by Friday on some fiscal stimulus numbers. Already we're hearing through the state media that they are discussing a debt swap program to swap out a lot of this hidden debt at the local government level through the local government financing vehicles. The IMF estimates that could be upwards of 60 trillion yuan, 8.5 trillion US dollars worth of hidden debt at the local level in China. Now, the swap program is not going to be that large, but
architecture is about creating movement and motion. There's a huge community that is working together to bring it further. AI technology is evolving every day, unlocking the new possibilities.
Hearing it could be anywhere between 6 to 10 trillion yuan to kind of free up some cash for the local governments to go and spend it where they really need to, in government or local employees' salaries, in construction costs. Obviously, all across China been hit hard by COVID-0 and the after effects of that, and the spending they had to do is drain their fiscal coffers. And then again, the property crisis has drained their coffers as well and reduced their spending power. So that is good, and that feeds into the narrative that investors are looking for, and that is, will we get a big number of fiscal stimulus at the end of the week that could help with the other issues in China, help boost consumer spending, help recapitalize the banks, and essentially, give that lift. If the stimulus that we saw in late September is starting to wane a little bit, even though those numbers you guys just talked about is kind of the after effect of that swath of stimulus that we got in late September.
Thanks for the update. Always appreciate it, Stephen. Bloomberg's chief North Asia correspondent, Stephen Engel, joining us at the International Import Expo in Shanghai. Let's talk about what we've got coming up in the rest of the show. Shortly, Meera Chandan, co-head of Global FX Strategy at JP Morgan, is going to be joining us. How is the dollar going to react? What's going to be happening with the yen? Which currencies are going to be moving the most on the back of this election result? Emmanuel Cao, head of European Equity Strategy at Barclays, is going to be joining us around the open. We're going to have a preview of this US election. What should we be watching out for? What are the critical impacts that this election are going to have? Peter Tribovitz from the London School of Economics is going to be joining us a little bit later on. Let's talk about what else we've got on the show as well that you need to be knowing about this morning. Bloomberg has learned that OpenAI is having discussions with California regulators on advancing its bid to transform into a for-profit business. We're told the $157 billion company is in early talks with the Attorney General's office about the process. It's likely to involve scrutiny of how OpenAI values its portfolio of intellectual property, including the ChatGPT app. Palantir shares have soared in late trade after it posted record profits and quarterly revenues that beat analyst estimates. CEO Alex Carr telling shareholders that Palantir is meeting a, quote, unwavering demand for what he calls a US-driven AI revolution. And in the aftermath of floods that have killed over 200 people in Spain, King Felipe has warned angry residents about misinformation and false claims circulating on social media. The king says, quote, there is a lot of information poisoning, adding that instigators were attempting to use social media to create chaos. So we have seen the storm moving northwards up towards Barcelona. I think that caused a significant amount of flooding yesterday, Chrissy. Today, it looks like that is beginning maybe to fade, but we did see closures of schools yesterday. There's been significant flooding. The airport saw some closures during the day as well. Hopefully, it looks like today the weather has improved.
Yeah, and I believe the Catalonia government as well is saying that those intense storms have indeed finished, as you were pointing out. But this really comes back down to the way the infrastructure is really set up in Spain. And I think Rodrigo Orihuela, our Madrid bureau chief last week, was really explaining that there's a fundamental issue in Spain in terms of what infrastructure, whether it's weather alerts, whether it's airports, etc., that kind of funding, is under the control of the federal government versus the state government. And that's really where you're starting to see a lot of the pushback, that when the need is, or when the alerts are sent out, or when the actual need for kind of disaster aid is there, who is at the end of the day responsible for it? And it seems like right now the federal government getting a lot of the flack.
Yes, and he was talking us through that, wasn't he, last week, and talking through who's responsible for which alerts when and where the disappointment should fall. And of course, people just look around at times like this for somebody to blame, whether they were in the wrong or not. And what we seem to be with these warnings from the king about misinformation, we seem to see this, this powerful cocktail of genuine worries, genuine fear, genuine anxiety and criticism, mixed in with special interest groups, extremist agendas, and the like. And it all gets very political very quickly.
Is this going to show up in the economic data? At what point does this show up in the economic data? Taking a kind of step back from what we're seeing on the ground. And
it really jars with the economic story at the moment, which is so positive for Spain compared to the rest of Europe.
In some ways, it comes at the end of the summer season, which would have been very much affected by this. Obviously, the weather has changed and changed quite significantly. But I do wonder at what point we're going to see this showing up in the data, and whether that has a bigger effect in terms of how policy is directed in Europe.
Okay, 7:12 here in London, 8:12 if you're watching in Paris, Frankfurt, or Madrid. Let us move on to some of the other corporate news flow that we have this morning. The UK could approve Vodafone's 3 deal if the business agrees to enact remedies. The Competition and Markets Authority, so the CMA, has provisionally found this. We get this announcement this morning that Vodafone and 3 could address competition concerns through network investment and customer protections, and so they make the point that there could be the approval in the offing if they meet with those requirements. Regulators are seeking feedback before making a final decision on December the 7th. Coming up in the programme, we'll bring you more on that Boeing story after the plane maker's largest union votes to accept a wage deal, ending a long-running strike that's crippled manufacturing. Plus, Danish wind turbine maker Vestas sees earnings for the full year at the lower end of the expected range. We'll be joined by the CEO, Henrik Andersen. That's at 8:30 London time. Up next, Lazard's Chief Market Strategist, Ronald Temple, will be joining us to talk about the markets. If you have any questions, if you want to get involved in these conversations, please do get in touch with us. ID plus BBTV is the function to use, and it was the EBIT margin that we were talking about there with regard to Vestas. So we'll circle back to that conversation shortly. This is Bloomberg.
Frankly, both candidates
Democrats are pro-growth. Trump, I think most people think he will try to extend the tax cuts and, lower corporate tax rates. We also have to keep an eye on the long end of the bond market in the United States. The fiscal situation is rather challenging, and so Harris stands for less of fiscal imprudence, so to speak. So, I think neither of them are particularly bad. Both are pro-growth, and I wouldn't say that only Trump is going to be good for the market.
Alfie Tiedemanns, global Nancy Curtin, speaking to this program yesterday.
Just before Election Day, former President Trump landing a major endorsement from Joe Rogan, the podcast host, writing on X, quote, "The great and powerful Elon Musk." He makes what I think is the most compelling case for Trump you'll hear, and I agree with him every step of the way. For the record, yes, that's an endorsement of Trump, end quote. Trump also earning the support of the son of baseball legend Roberto Clemente, who spoke at his rally last night. Listen.
My father, the name Clemente, what it means is goodwill and unity. I believe that your team is going to bring it all home.
Never back down, and we will never ever surrender. This will be the golden age of America.
With only a few hours left, we still have work to do. Hard work is joyful work. And make no mistake.
This leadership, we want to go back to Donald Trump. For 24 hours to President Harris. 24 hours to make a difference.
I want to thank all of the outstanding artists and performers who are here tonight.
Why is that Joe Rogan just endorsed me? Is that
We are not going back. We're not going back. America is ready for a fresh start.
Yep, sure is. Promise that we will take back the nation that we love. Together we will fight, and we will win.
All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Fox and Friends. It's a day we've been waiting for, actually for years. It's Election Day, and it is Tuesday, November 5th, 2024. And in-person day of election voting is now underway in a number of states here in the East.